Page 12.
Page 12?
Yeah.
What page 12?
What Moses had raised.
Oh, they
You promised him.
Yeah. I wanted to come back to page 12. Here, you'd raised the issue with the page 12 of a standard. And maybe just to also give something that I think should also spur the discussion is that there was a meeting, I think, between Raila-Waiguru and Mr. Raila Odinga at the Capitol Hill. And the two leaders discussed also the mode of implementation of the report at length and ruled out a pure parliamentary route. During the meeting, Waiguru also disclosed that they also discussed the possibility of implementing the report without going through a rigorous referendum process, but avoiding a parliamentary option, right?
Which is
which I wonder is what? Maybe you can clarify. But is Waiguru really also posturing herself to be the spokesperson of Mount Kenya? I don't know.
There's no position called spokesperson of Mount Kenya. People should know that because that's what is bringing out of trouble to some of us. If it was an elective seat, we could vie for it. But now this just imagining that everybody who speaks on an issue. So I will not take Raila-Waiguru and accuse her of wanting to be the spokesperson of Mount Kenya. What I will question is why does Raila-Waiguru have more rights to speak her mind than myself?
Who has denied you rights?
No, you can see that. You just open the page 12.
Page 12? Yeah, let me go back there. I think also Matach is acting up a bit. Yeah, continue as I try and retrieve it.
Because Dibal, I was elected by the people of Gatundu.
Yes.
And I keep on asking them, and even today I'm going there and ask them, when you get tired of me, don't wait. I will not wait for the next election. I will resign. I will go. Political positions means nothing to me. So this thing of being intimidated, they mean nothing, totally nothing.
Yeah.
I can be,
here I am.
I can go back to private sector, happily. Naweza kuwa raia mwema, ama nifungue kanisa. Just read the quote.
Orsa. But this is actually a promo, so I cannot really put much weight to this.
Assuming it's true.
Yeah, I'm coming. So I cannot really say that the veracity of this. I've not heard from Raila-Waiguru herself. Yeah, President Uhuru Kenyatta is way too tolerant. Kirinyaga Governor Raila-Waiguru says in her most candid interview yet, she gives the example of the CS Mwangi Kiunjuri and Gatundu South MP Moses Kuria, who she forthrightly states are openly undermining the president. Waiguru also adds that the BBI recommendations will transform Kenya for the better. This in March, of course, that is a promise.
That's why I'm telling.
But you've been also on the same program, so why are you saying that you've been denied?
No, I'm just saying the word is the president, because that's what's happening there is what's happening out there. People around the president, who I'm calling false prophets, who keep telling the president, if we speak on BBI issues openly, if we raise the questions about having a politically partisan IEBC, if we raise the issues that are not in the report, that we are undermining the president. And now going further and telling him, Mr. President, be intolerant. Can you imagine? I don't fault Waiguru for meeting Raila. I meet Raila anytime I want. He's my friend. Or for saying the route for implementing the BBI report. But it's their right. But this, please, we are getting to, that's why we are saying, some of us, Mungus, are going to start confessing we are the rabbit. Because of that, we've been beaten. We've been tortured. We are being beaten into a corner. Right. And since I was part of the liberation movement, with the Orengos and those people, they can tell you. Now where we are is, okay, fine, BBI is good, okay, we go referendum, hakuna shida, we go parliamentary, no problem, politically partisan IBC, no problem, non-partisan IBC, no problem. We're just going to be zombies. Is that what we really want in this country? What is it worth for? What is my joy except to see my people who I represent thrive and prosper? Hakuna kitu we want for ourselves. It is all for the good of this country.
All right. Let's also be preparing our headline thoughts. Dr. Eseli, moving forward. So,
I think, to me, I still insist that whatever BBI recommends, whether we go presidential, whether we go parliamentary, so long as our electoral laws are the way they are, first past the post, we are heading nowhere. We need to rework the whole electoral system. If it means mixed member proportional representation, or if it means proportional representation, but unless we go that direction, we are not going to have the leaders that we require. In fact, the quality of leadership will keep on deteriorating in this country to the point where the leaders will just be figureheads there. They will not really be able to drive the country in the right direction. It's a very dicey time for Kenya, in the sense that we are supposed to be the leading economy in East Africa. But for a while now, we've not given East Africa direction, to the extent that they are actually overtaking us. The neck of the woods where I come from, our fathers used to work in Uganda. And I'm foreseeing a future where our people in Western will be going to look for jobs in Uganda, because there are none in Kenya. So we are facing that, and yet we are busy politicking about this BBI. Instead of looking at it, does it really give us the solutions that we want for this country? I think that's what we need to focus on. It's good they have allowed that we can keep on debating on it, and that's why I was encouraging Moses Kuria not to
confess to the rubbish.
He must speak his mind. We want to see this BBI report improved, so that when it gets to the point of implementation, it should be something that will help this country, not something that will leave the status quo.
Right, but even I'm thinking, why also did MPs really allow also this a long protracted time, Kenyans not really having an Auditor General since the exit of Edward Ouko? Now you're in recess. This is was also a splash on the front page of the Star yesterday, where Uhuru yet to name a new Auditor General. We have this parastatus they've not presented yet. They have, the audited financial report because of this crisis as it is.
The chairman of PIC, Abdul Samad Nasir, brought it up.
When was this?
During one of those.
When?
I don't remember the exact date, but there was a time when they were supposed to present some reports, and they were unable to, because the Auditor General has not been appointed.
Moses Kuria, are you privy to this?
It's understandable why the Auditor General hasn't been appointed. We are looking for somebody who is compliant, somebody who will not be like Edward Ouko, somebody who will not reveal too much, somebody who will be able to paper over the whatevers. I mean, that's the only conclusion I can make, because if we are talking of fighting corruption in a country, Auditor General is one of the people, the key pillars of the fight against corruption. One, is underfunded. Two, not yet been appointed. What does that tell you?
Moses Kuria? Bone Kalwale, let's come to Bone Kalwale. We'll come to you.
The time when the economy of Kenya best thrived was the period 2003, 2007. It did not thrive because of the fact that we were either preferring a parliamentary system or a presidential system. It thrived because the driver was up to it. So I want to appeal to Kenyans that our focus should be getting right. In 2022, we get a driver who is prepared to work for the country. This question of being beholden with the fact that the solution to our economy will come from a system of government, be it presidential, parliamentary, or a mixture, is missing the point. And I would like to conclude by appealing to Mama Mkubwa, Raila-Waiguru, that she doesn't know what she's talking about. She should know where the country has come from. We have come from the period of intolerance and hopefully to the period of tolerance. So now when she appeals to President Uhuru to be intolerant, to...
No. I think you're putting her... the first is President Uhuru is way too tolerant.
I'm reading.
No, but that is not
allow me to interpret. Again, you now want to attack my freedom of thought.
No. Can't you allow you also to read something which is not true? Yeah, no, it's not. No, this is what it reads. This is here. President Uhuru Kenyatta is way too tolerant.
Yes. So the opposite is he should be intolerant. That's what she's saying.
That's what now you are reading.
Yeah. So let me.
That's what you're reading.
Yeah. Let me conclude. Yeah. This question of urging the president to become intolerant, and she's saying this premised on what Mwangi Chunjuri and Moses Kuria said, what they said. How about what she did? If you want the president to be intolerant on what he's being told, how about herself? The president, it was because of tolerance that she is not in jail for the money she stole at NYS.
Right. I thought also you'll comment on the Auditor General as we're winding up, who's not really appointed up to now.
Well, the procedure of appointment of an attorney of the Auditor General is provided for. It's not missing. It's simply what Dr. Sel is saying, that some person doesn't want a good Auditor General in office. That's why they would rather they have an office which is unoccupied than risk putting there somebody who will again open the microscope on them.
All right. It seems the State House has reservations on some of the names or the nominees. That is what the statement also reads. Aaron Chiriot?
Surely, why do you love blaming MPs, Dibal? What were MPs supposed to do with this issue of Auditor General?
To push the envelope. Why was it also big? Why not?
There's nothing you can do. Article 229, you've got to wait for the president to nominate, then you vet. You can't vet somebody who hasn't been nominated.
But the fact that, no, but the thing is, the fact that it has really taken this long, protracted time,
So you want to blame
also raise
MPs?
questions, yeah?
So you want to blame MPs?
No, not to blame MPs. We wanted just to know what were they doing to make
We've
sure that
raised these questions.
this
Even
whole
Senate,
process is expedited.
Even Senate has raised these issues because of issues to do with audit with our county governments. But so long as there is no nominee, National Assembly cannot vet, you know, and that is where the challenge is.
Thank you.
Dibal, may I differ a bit with Aaron Cheriot?
We are winding up. Yeah,
Because
briefly.
maybe we should suspend the public accounts committees for both National Assembly and the Senate until such a time when we have an Auditor General, because they're actually meaningless.
So they cannot actually, interrogate on all this.
They haven't cleared Edward Ouko's reports. There still are some of his reports that are pending before both houses.
Thank you.
They need to clear those first.
Right, thank you. Let's leave it at that. Thank you so much for your valid company and your contribution as well. I want to thank you, our panelists this morning. We want to also, just for people who are asking, Otende Amolo is away in Uganda. Also, Kimani Matangi seemed to have miscommunicated. He said that last time we were discussing that we should not really have a show today because there was the Yala Championship. Was that the thing? So he missed today because there was a Yala Championship, or the games that are ongoing, they are ongoing in Uganda.
You know, he runs, but there's no marathon in Yala, so I don't know where he's going to run to. I last saw him in Kiambu
All right.
with the president, so maybe he's still busy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So.